Okay. What's up, Michael? Hey, hello, Dream. How you guys doing? Just finished celebrating dinner? What does that mean? Is this like a Thanksgiving thing? Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, we do it real early. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I don't know. Not only does my family not celebrate Thanksgiving, but Canadian Thanksgiving is also in October. So, this is a world that I am unfamiliar with. Just eat all the food. I mean, we have our fair share of just eat the food holidays, let me tell you. That is not a problem for us. I'm with Michael on this one. Eat the food, why don't you? This is a new, not new, but it's a different playlist than I normally use. Y2K Aesthetics video game song to vibe to. It's pretty good. I don't mind it. It's chill. It's good vibes. Sorry, I'm a little low energy right now. It's been like a pretty gloomy day, so I just like haven't had the opportunity to like really super get my energy. It'd be like that, it's chill. I mostly hop me out of super value, grab stuff, and carry before it bursts. Is this in relation to Thanksgiving? When do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Ireland? When is that usually done? I'm asking, but I don't like super care to be honest. It's not? Okay. Highway to the danger zone. Okay. Let's get freaking started here soon. Focus more on stuff like Halloween since it's Celtic in origin. Halloween. That just happened very recently. I'm aware of that. I was in costume. I shaved my beard. It was a whack time in my life. Beard's back though. Isn't that crazy? I can't do Sakamoto anymore. I have to do something else. Who's a big character with a beard that I can cosplay? I could do Odin, or not Odin, Thor. I could do Thor from God of War. Brian Blessed. I don't know who that is. Who is Brian Blessed? He's got a big mouth. What the fuck? He's got a massive mouth. What the hell? What the hell? Sure, I can do Brian Blessed or whatever. Took a while for you to post a notification. I'm slow. I'm slow today. I'm low and slow. Like a turkey. Much like a Thanksgiving turkey. Look at this guy's fucking mouth. That's just you? I mean, according to Michael, he is as well. He's also got an iconic voice. Does he sound like Matt Berry? He looks like he would sound like Matt Berry. Giant mouth, tiny teeth. Why is his mouth so big? Watch this.
Brian?
Yes.
What do you like when you're drunk?
Good evening and welcome to Have I Got News for You.
He kind of sounds like, what's his face? Fuck. Orson Welles. Doesn't he?
I'm Brian Blessed. It's me. Now, in the news this week, the polls continue to slide for Gordon Brown. And some people are saying he's dead and...
Turn camera.
Marked.
102, take one.
With overlap, action please.
Okay, I kind of thought Orson Welles was gonna, like, you know, say something.
Action Orson, please.
Just do anything?
No, it's sorry, cut. Yeah, roll.
102, take two.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence.
Do you think they wanted him to be just, like, absolutely sloshed for this?
In my family, we think the wine you drink the most should be the best. We like Paul Masson's Burgundy. It's smooth and rich. We serve it.
Sounds like English Orson Welles.
Buried, but I think the opposite. I say, Gordon's alive!
Oh my god.
My darling!
I think the story is he had to drink it every take.
And Paul Merton tonight is a comedian whose best friend once told him, if they're not laughing, it's not comedy. Well, either that, or you're just not speaking loudly enough!
Jesus Christ, dude. Is that his bit? Is it he just yells? I respect it. I respect it. Amazing Grace. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Holy shit, my fucking timeline has been kind of insane today. I get like Tim Sweeney shit. Now Nvidia's like, we're not going to supply memory to our providers. Oh my lord, dude. Fucking the world is a vampire. Oh. He actually voiced Clayton in Tarzan. I don't know what that means. Who is Clayton? I never watched it. It's a movie about animals. Yuck. Am I right? I confused the absolute hell out of my coworker by mentioning that. I was like, I don't like... I'm not like super invested in like animal stories in movies. Sorry, one sec. He also did the yell. What is the yell? Like in the movie? He yelled in the movie. The Tarzan yell? He did the oh. That was him? Okay. Interesting. That was trippy. What, the animation? Oh. Or do you mean the yell was trippy? I played it myself and it ended right when yours started. Oh, so it like loops. That's funny. I thought my browser broke and it was just like playing it again. That's funny. Sorry, I'm blowing up here. In the meantime, here, take a look at my Goku. Look at my Goku. Wow, that's one Goku. Did you were here for this yesterday, right? Yes. So I think today we're just gonna attempt to do the hair. Again, like that's not really like something I'm super familiar with. Like the process of, but we're gonna experiment and see what I can get done here. I think I'm gonna do it with curvature. Live now. Chill art stream. Come on in. Okay. Sorry. I've been like not engaged here. Let's get started. So I have like experimented with this process that I'm about to do. I'm not the best at it. So again, this is going to be a bit of a learning experience as we go. Once again, this is design provided by RNTT_O. I asked permission to adapt this design, and they graciously gave it to me, which was very cool. We did most of the blocking out. Obviously, this is not going to be the final model. It's nowhere near there. Also, I just tossed a like very simple material on this. It's not going to look like that either. Let me... Also, I gotta recalculate the polygons here. Recalculate outside. There we go. Wouldn't it be crazy if I just left the hair like that? Just like a flat plane. I am very worried about like what I'm gonna do hair-wise. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go Mickey Mouse with it, how like they constantly have to have his ears facing towards the camera, so it's like a consistent silhouette. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think what I'll probably end up doing is making it more like this, representation as opposed to this one, where I'll have like the big spikes on his right, his right side. Big spikes on his right side. You know what I mean? And then like you can play around with that with shape keys. Have we decided what we'll make him do once he's finished? I mean, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of having this model, is like we can do whatever we want with it. This is 3D. Will the hair be 3D? Yes. I was joking about leaving it as a plane. Let me demonstrate what this is going to look like in just a sec. I just want to flat shading this. I did it for the picture just because the mouth looks a little bit better as when it's shaded smooth as opposed to flat shading, but it's not gonna be smooth shading in this sense. I'm gonna do some like custom stuff. What you could do is you could take a curve, right? If I take this curve here, let me turn down the music. It's very cold in this room right now. Sorry, I'm a million miles a minute in so many different directions. If I take a curve and I take another curve and I say, hey, I want this curve to have the profile of this curve, it'll actually make geometry that doesn't it makes geometry that doesn't use polygons in a traditional way. It's more procedural, right? So if I do that, you can see now I have a curve that can move around and stretch, and it's dynamic and whatnot, but it's not baked polygons, so it's adaptable. You can customize it any way you want, including like changing radiuses and changing fall offs and all that fun stuff. And the cool thing about this is, once again, since it's dynamic, you can also adjust the source material or the source profile, and it'll affect the overall mesh everywhere, like any instance of this. So I could duplicate this, and you can see like moving this will still affect it. Wow, yeah, it's pretty cool. So curvature is often used, like hair curves are pretty common in not so much games because they're not like super optimized, but it is like a common like high-res sculpting thing. You'll often see it used in like demonstrations of like high poly count sculpts and stuff like that. Okie doke. So I want this, because we're going to be doing flat shading, we don't have to worry too much about like overall profile, but I do want to do something along the lines of like this. Just nice and simple. I want to give it like some volume, but I don't want it to be like massive. Maybe something like that. Let's see what it looks like if I complete the curve here. So you can go like this. Like what I can do here, I'll even just like demonstrate it on Goku himself. I have the drawing here that like represents kind of the shape I'm hoping to go for, and I can use this as a guide, but obviously I don't have to like stick to it one-to-one. Make it smaller, and you can roll it as well. Forget how to do that. I think it's Control R. No, Shift R. How do you roll? Tilt. I thought there was a hotkey for it, but whatever. Tilt it so that it's facing towards there, and then just set it up like so. Ain't that shit crazy? Ideally, what you would also do is you would have like part of the hair or the head like closed. Just so that you can like terminate this in. 3D polymodeling is easy. Well, this isn't polymodeling what I'm doing right here. This isn't polymodeling. This is curvature. Oh, come on. This is procedural. Because I'm not, you notice I'm not placing any polygons, right? I'm not like manually adding like loops and stuff like that. I even tried the new word you taught me. You can call this modeling. This is just modeling with curves. Curves and curvature. It's procedural. It's like math. You could do this as a mathematical expression, by the way. Like this is vector modeling. That's probably like a closer parallel, like an easier way to represent it. The only thing that I find like kind of annoying with curvature is like this part where it's like, this is a very harsh looking line. So I might have to like go in and add like individual things here so that I can like adjust the fall off and whatnot like manually, which is a little annoying, but whatever skis. You can also procedurally add like modifiers, so I could add a smooth and it should like smooth part of it out, but it's not exactly the same thing. Is there just a smooth? I don't know what this is doing, if anything. Yeah, I don't think this is doing anything. Oh well. This is doing more. Is it? Oh, no, I think it's... Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Goku. That's my impression of Krillin. Let me dissolve this for now. Let's just get, like I said, I want to just get, like, blocked in so I can figure some shit out. I might even, like, bake this into a pie. I might bake this into polygons and then, freaking, sculpt it after the fact. I don't know, like, I don't know if it would be better to leave Goku's head open like this, or maybe, like, model the hairline so that I can... You know what? Actually, I think that is a better idea. Just, like, do the hairline. So that I can, like, individually... I don't know how to describe what I would even do. Like, assign a material to a polygon. Okay, that is Goku's hairline, but now I have to make it line up here. This is polymodeling, what I'm doing. Okay, that's a little rough, but I'll work with it. I'll work with it. It'll be clearer once I like start connecting these polygons. Like so, and then this would probably be better if I just did like a bunch of triangles like this. To be honest, it's not worth it. I could like dissolve this and this one, or like dissolve this one. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine as a bunch of triangles. Triangles are beautiful, okay? Well, not exactly in this case, actually. It might be better... It might be better to do this. Damn it, I hate that I actually like it. Because then it goes against my triangles point. Whatever, triangles aren't your enemy, is all I'm trying to say. Triangling to say. I do have to make, I'm probably gonna have to like retopologize this just because his eyebrows are gonna be an interesting one. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if the eyebrows are just floating. I don't know. It's all up in the air. It being like a toon model is also like gonna throw some interesting curveballs my way. Let's hide this curve for now. Hair profile. I need to turn the heat on. It's freezing. Yeah, it's like 16 degrees in here. It was 0 today, which is kind of crazy. It was hailing yesterday. I didn't even mention that. Okay, let's close his little noggin here. Okay, the heater is making some very concerning sounds. Hopefully I do not explode, but if I do, you will know why. this down a little bit, actually. Majwa, did you hear about this NVIDIA not supplying memory to OEMs anymore? Or partners? No, I have not. Ooh. I mean, I don't know what the situation was before. I don't know how partner manufacturing works. Oh, shit. I should ask my brother. Doesn't sound great, though. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't sound like a good, positive step for the industry. Not planning on buying a GPU anytime soon? Fair. Fair and valid. Alright, let's start connecting these up. This. I do want a 3D printer. Do you want mine? I definitely need to. Oh, this would be sick to print. Oh, you just gave me an amazing idea. This would be incredible to print. You're welcome. That's the wrong "your." Sorry. I have to. This is my Joker arc. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, this will be sick to 3D print. Shipping is too much. I mean, I was like kind of joking, but that would be interesting. Sending my viewer a printer. Sending my Discord mod a 3D printer. It might have been easier to just like make a sphere primitive and bring that in. But oh well. I saw one on Marketplace for 15 bucks. Don't trust it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Realistically. It's not like you're hooking that shit up to the internet or anything. I say go for it. You never know. Goku head. Head from Goku. Fuck, I had a really good... Oh, I think, what I'm gonna post with this, obviously, because I'm gonna post about it, I think I'm gonna post something about, like, Goku being one of Ramona's evil exes, but, like, he literally didn't even know that they were dating. He just thought she was, like, a friendly, like, post worker or something, postal worker. And like, oh, Chi-Chi's gonna kill me, or something like that. I also came up with, I don't know if you saw the animation idea I posted in the server, but, like, Punch Up, and I was thinking, like, Sonar might make sense, but, like, using the dialogue from the 10-minute Power Hour with Jacksepticeye. I thought that would be funny. What can I do with this? What can I do with this? I want this to be here. No, I don't. I just don't want this to be... I don't want this triangle here. I want this to be able to flow. I mean, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. That's the thing. I keep getting fucking, like, lost in my old ways. It doesn't matter that this doesn't edge flow in a circle. It doesn't matter. It's just, I'm not going to lose marks for that. I keep thinking about it like that. It's crazy how good my grades were. Like, obviously, I'm sure stuff was inflated because of the teachers. The profs were just like, yeah, let's get him out of here. But, like, I was not a good student. I've never been a good student. So, like, the fact that I almost graduated with like a 4.0 is insane. I think I had like 3.98 or something like that. I don't know the grading, but that sounds high. I think 4.0 is basically all perfect grades, is how it works. Maybe like that, and then like that, and then like so. Okay, there's definitely something I could like aggregate here, but I'll figure that out later. It's just like getting a little messy. Yeah, and I mean, there wasn't that many opportunities for like the quote unquote bullshit classes, you know what I mean? Like I took an anime class and I took a pop culture class, but that's, I think, like pretty much it. Everything else was like mandatory for the course. My college was weird. It was a strange experience overall. You're a college dropout? What did you study? Nah, I can't hang out. I got anime at 5. I mean, it's like, honestly, it was a sick class. It wasn't just because like we watch anime all day. Like I like talking about the philosophy and the interpretation and whatnot of various pieces of media. Like I think that's interesting. For my pop culture class, I did a video essay. Holy shit, I just remembered I did a video essay for my pop culture class. Do you want to see it? It's still on my channel as a unlisted video. Hold on. Yes. Prepare for the most insane cringe you've ever experienced in your life.
And for today's class we'll be watching an episode of One Piece.
One Piece. It was about Bennett Foddy. Getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Okay, watching one of my old videos until I cringe compilation. Our definition of bullshit classes are very different, I've realized. What would you consider a bullshit class? And I said quote unquote because like I don't, you know, you're there to learn. It doesn't matter what you're learning. I don't think that they're actually bullshit. It's just like the conventional, oh, this is an easy A class. You know what I mean? Pop culture. I liked pop culture. I thought it was fun because I got to do this for it.
I don't know what it says about the gaming community.
Oh my god, that's right. I pitched my voice. I think I pitched it down. Oh my god, my fucking squeaky uploading this from an airport. Wasn't sure if I had enough time.
The whole that some of the most popular or talked about games are
Or
extremely...
did I pitch it up? I can't remember. I know I pitched... Why the fuck is Volume Master not working? I know I pitch shifted it in some degree just because I was like embarrassed by my voice.
Simple, both visually and mechanically. Hotline Miami, Undertale, Fez, and Cuphead are examples of games that are very simple in concept and execution.
You sound like you're both one helium and have a cold. I dropped out too. I tried to study animation and ended up giving up from mental health. It's not giving up, man. College is a very different beast from like pre-elementary and high school. Your YouTuber accent?
Yet they are or were some of the most talked about games online. As much as the community will make a fuss about superficial things like the graphics or the music or even microtransactions, at the end of the day, we know what we want for our games. Enough prolonging. I've let my rage die down from playing.
The funny thing was this was I made this with a pirated, I mean, definitely legitimate copy of Premiere Pro. But like something happened in this doesn't look like 3D modeling. What does this look like? Bingus? Boom! Roasted. It hasn't even shown up on screen yet. One of the weird things was like basically every sensor that I had got shifted over. So all the words that the sensor beeps were covering just were fine. Like they weren't covered. And my prof was one of the answers, or one of the like feedbacks that I got from the prof was like, this is great. This could be a video on its own. We could have toned down the swearing a little bit though. So I thought that was very funny.
Getting over it, and I'm finally ready to talk about this
Game.
now.
That was like the lightest that they got shifted over. Sometimes it was like entire words later.
Now, I wouldn't consider myself an addict, though some professionals might disagree with me. But when I bought this game, I legitimately couldn't tear myself away from it. Sometimes a game doesn't need to have a great story to pull you in. It doesn't need to have...
Anyways, and no one will ever see that video except for all the people that could definitely just go and look at the link. You sound like a de-aged David Dickinson. I'm fucking freezing. I was just talking about that. It's like 16 degrees in this room as well. I just turned up the AC or the heat. I turned down the AC. It's starting to warm up a bit in here. You got a heater? I have a heater too, but I don't usually need it. I actually have a fucking, like in my apartment, I have a fan on. ACs can be hot. I mean, like by the definition of the term conditioning the air, I guess. But like conventionally here, you have like HVAC, which is heating, vent, air conditioning. The wind is making everything colder than usual. Our furnace is struggling to keep up. Yeah, it's a very chilly day. It's not even like the coldest day it's been this year, but like it feels different. It feels very cold today. Agreed. Daylight, have you seen my Goku based on this design so far? You have floor heating? Jealous. This is the first time I'm seeing him. He looks good. I reached out to this artist to get permission to adapt the design because I thought it looked fucking sick. Thought it looked fucking smoking. Smoking. Hell yeah, dude. We should do more collabs stuff. We should like reach out to other artists. Oh, Daylight, you want to do like an art stream? Forgot, we literally have an artist that I went to school with in the chat right now. Like us do a stream together or me do an art stream myself. I mean, dealer's choice. I was talking more like you and me together, like maybe do either a collaborative piece of art or something more interesting head to head. We take on like different mediums that neither of us are used to and see who comes out on top. Or something like that. Just a suggestion. Why are these like indented? What is going on? Chat, make us draw things. I mean, that would also be fun. Just like a big old draw pile. Do you know any like draw pile applications or websites? I'd be interested. There's one like Magma or something like that. Magma Drawing, I think is what it's called. Magma. Oh yeah. Wait. I've never done a draw pile. Whiteboard Fox? I don't know what Whiteboard Fox is, but Magma, I think I've used this one before. Just like fucked around with it. Landscape, campus, Kansas, canvas. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Share. Allow followers to see, set password, invite to draw, copy link. I might like shut this down in a sec, but like, here, let's try this out. Oops. What is this link? Okay. Sure. I'll probably close this if it gets crazy, but this is like a shared canvas, I think. Oh, we can make animations with it too. There's an anonymous. So I think we're two anonymi. Let me do... Oops. No, I didn't want to align. How do I do size? Need an account to draw? Wait, I don't. Is this like a regional thing? It's not... I didn't make an account. Open chat. As do I. Wait, what? Really? Oh, don't make an account then. I thought it would just let you draw anonymously like I'm doing. Did you actually make an account just to draw? That's crazy. No, not the pencil. Who just drew that? Who just drew that? How fucking dare you draw on my canvas? Need to make an account too? Damn! That's unfortunate. It's just unfair. Life's unfair. What are you gonna do about it? Draw Jeets? What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? You should draw Common Rider Jeets. I don't know who that is. He brought it up yesterday. I don't know who that is. Anyways. I love getting sidetracked so much. It's my favorite. Life 2. Oh, you're doing a Futurama reference. I know that show. They came back. The new season was pretty good. With blackjack and hookers. Forget the whole thing. I miss old John DiMaggio Brender. I miss old... Okay, you want to know something crazy? H. John Benjamin absolutely changed the way he did Archer. He sounds like softer in the newer stuff. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like he's constantly like on the verge of crying. I love H. John Benjamin, but like the newer Archer stuff is just not... It's not there. Old Archer had this like dry and almost kind of like elegant air about him. I don't know what they did. I don't know if it's just like him getting older or like changing the direction of the voice. But like go and compare. Go and listen to like season 2 Archer, season 3 or 4 Archer, and like season 12 Archer. Very different beasts. Damn, look at that forehead. Oh my god. It's like a 5 head. Jesus Christ. This is where the hairline is, by the way. This line represents the hairline. Everything above this will be black. Everything below this will be skin tone. If I was to ask you to guide me through a game in the VC, would you? No, is my first answer. And what game is the second? Dispatch? What do you need guidance with in Dispatch? What do you mean? The fuck? Just play it? Just play the game, make your decisions. It's just like, what are you looking for guidance for? And could you not just like pause the game and ask in the chat? When I buy it and get good headphones and working mic, listen, you can do whatever you want. If you want like other people to watch you in the VC, whatever, fine. I don't think you need my advice or anything. Understanding stuff? What? Where, huh? Oh, I'm spinning my wheels because I don't know how I'm going to connect 2 to 3. And I don't know if I can make an extra one. I could just do that. Connect you to you. Get rid of you guys. And then same problem. Look up a walkthrough and follow it. I mean, like, again, it's not even a game that you need a walkthrough for in order to finish it. Like, if you're trying to get a specific ending, sure. But I feel like if you're trying to get a specific ending, you know how to get there anyways. Like, if you know that there's a specific ending, you would know how to get it. There's no, like, guidance. It's a game... Here's what we found out in the... Oh, I made an extra one. Here's what I found out in my, like, quote-unquote dick run, where I was, like, being an asshole, a bad guy. You literally can't lose. There's no way to lose the game. At least up to the 5th chapter, which is where I got. I was not doing shit during my matches. Or my dispatching rounds. I was literally letting missions just fail. And it doesn't do anything. Isn't that fun? They definitely could have added some stakes. I think, okay, my one complaint with the story is the game, it's too linear. Like, way too linear. There's very little that branches. Everyone's playthrough is going to look very similar, aside from, like, who you cut, which also ultimately doesn't matter because they kind of conclude the same way. They write these games so that whatever the player does, it will make sense. But the thing is, like, these are ex-Telltale devs, right? I'm pretty sure The Walking Dead, like, varies drastically. Shit changes like crazy depending on how you play the game, from what I remember. So I don't know. I just don't... I feel like they definitely could have... Walking Dead? Yeah, Walking Dead was Telltale. The Telltale Walking Dead game. There's a game? Yeah. That was like their big first Breaking Bad. Walking Dead. Telltale. Did not know this. It had like 6 chapters or something. It was also episodic, but it like changed very drastically depending on like who you let live and who you let die and stuff like that. And you can go like different routes and shit. Like it branched crazy. Let me see if like I thought like Last of Us or something. No, very different. Like this game, Last of Us plays different studio. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Walking Dead plays very much like Dispatch, although there is like an overworld component where you have locomotion. Walking Dead narrative structure. Let's see if maybe there's like a diagram for this. Walking Dead game. Oh. You know what? I don't want to show this because there's going to be spoilers, but maybe I'm wrong. This looks pretty linear as well. Oh, this is based on this one's the comic. Never mind. Never mind. Sonya, never mind. Man, remember when I said we were going to work on Goku's hair today? He got one blob. Blobby boy. Oh, blobby boy. The pipes, they're calling. Okay, I can definitely add... What can I add? I mean, I already did this one. I want an email domain. I don't know why I want one. I want one too. When I made my website initially, I was really disappointed that it didn't provide one. I think it's like a separate service. I don't know how it works. I'm sure that's like more your domain. Email domain expansion. I always thought I would get one with my domain. That's what I thought too. Is it a scam that they just like don't provide them? Apparently it costs extra. Do you do all your... Like, do you have a website? Does it have a front end? I don't know if that's the right term. Not yet. For me, I don't know why. To me, like, front end means, like, programming relating to the UI and UX. Is that correct? Is that a correct assessment of the term? Or am I just stupid? That is correct? Well, that is correct. Okay. Okay, his eyes are definitely still, like, bulging out of his head more than I want them to be. I think I'll maybe leave this part for when I sculpt, though, so I can inflate. I have nothing to put on my site. You don't have any fun, like, programming demos or anything? Like little games? Neil.fun style? No? Oh, well. I tried. I also have to remember that most of these are probably going to be, like, rendered in this mode, orthographic view. Ooh. Don't like that. I might, like, force his cheek to go like that. Yeah, that works way better. This is what I mean with, like, quads not behaving the way you want them to. Okay, watch this. This is actually a great demo. Look at this. So I have a quad here, right? I have a quad here that has the line break going the other way. There's an invisible line like this, splitting the quad into 2 tries, and the line is there because it's non-planar. This only happens with non-planar quads, right? But because it's not flat, because the verts of the quad are not on the same plane, it's non-planar, they have to put a split somewhere so that it can, you know, be presented with some semblance of physicality, right? So they put the split automatically. You don't really have a choice of where it goes in most cases. They put a split automatically between these 2 vertices. But what that results in is it makes Goku's cheek look like this. It looks like an indent, right? I don't want that. So in order to fix this, I grab these 2 verts and I manually introduce a triangle here. So like I place this line to change which direction it's splitting the polygon, right? So that's introducing engines should Pringle this. Well, that's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. You might not know this. That is what game engines do. Game engines, when you take a model, if I took, watch this, if I took this fucking cube and I put this in Unity, Unity takes this cube that's made of 6 polygons and it automatically triangulates them. This is they call it tessellation. We're not supposed to have tries in our model. That is a lie. That is a lie that was told to us by our professors. Okay? That is a lie. This is a process known as tessellation, and every game engine, I'm pretty sure, does this. So what it does is it takes your 6 polygons and it turns it into 12 tries automatically. You could have a model with only polygons in it and it would automatically do this. Every game engine does this to my knowledge. So it's a fucking lie that they told us in school. And it's not just us. Like, I've seen discourse about this all over. Almost every student that I've like come across online has been like, yeah, I don't know why my professor told me to do this. It's insane. I don't understand. They told us that it's supposed to help with like deformation when you're animating. I don't even know if that's true. Even I got taught that. Ay. It's not even true. Like, well, I mean, I don't know about helps, but like if you go back to something like Crash Bandicoot, they were doing that shit on pencil and paper with all entirely tries. So I don't know, man. I feel like I'm being lied to. I get very passionate about this. This corner I'm definitely gonna have to come back to. I get very passionate about triangles. What was I fucking working on? This. Okay, so if I wanna, I don't know if I want to add another loop here, but I also don't want to like finagle away. I just need that to happen, and then this, and then these, and then these. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, there's a thing here. How did I miss that? I remember that you brought up something Pixar did with a 5-sided polygon. Well, that's the thing also. Like, if I take... that was another thing that we were always told not to do, is 5-sided polygons, which are called n-gons. Anything that has more than 4 sides. Anything that has more than 4 sides is called an n-gon, and we were always told not to do that. That's also a fucking lie. I don't know if, like, tessellation will work in this regard, but if I take this, right... Tessellation. Okay, first of all, Control T, it did tessellate. It tessellated into three triangles. Okay, but second of all, if I take this and subdivide, not with this, but with subdivision surface modifier, right? You see, it's like, well, that's weird. I was always told that you can't subdivide an n-gon, right? But if I apply this and look, it did subdivide it into quads, no less, right? And then that can get tessellated. So it's just a fucking lie all around. Yeah, it actually subdivides like pretty well. To my knowledge. If I go like this, but if I even do like simple and apply that. Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous, actually. It results in a 5-point star, which is what we call this try in the, or this vertex in the middle. But like even that's not a huge deal. That was also kind of a lie. Look at that. Shit's gorgeous. Gorgina. Boing, 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 boing. Dude, proportional editing is fucking sick. I love this shit. I feel like I do not, like, use it enough. Boing. Look at that! That's so cool! It's a cool looking thing. I can shade flat. Looks like a wave. And then I can take this and I can subdivide that. Now it's all smooth and shit. Looks like a fucking, like, logo for some graphic design software or something. If I take this... Hold on, wait. If I take this and I... Milk ad? No, if I take this and I backface cull... Look at that! That's just a fucking... That's like a... That's a corporate logo right there. Something like that. I could maybe take... Ooh! What? Where's the blue coming from? What the hell? Whoa! I don't even... What? Is it because of the annotation? That's Pisces? You made Pisces? Where's the blue coming from? Why is there blue? There you go. Here you go. It's with a heat map on it. A normals map. We're doing advanced graphic design here today. This is why, like, I constantly see people talking about, like, you know, AI revolutionizing workflows and whatnot. Go fuck yourself, dude. I just shat this out in a second. Look at that. Like, literally, just fucking around. Look at that! Look at that! No prompt could ever make that. I saw this one in a toothpaste ad. Shit it out in 0.5 seconds? True, I'm washed. I'm washed. Looked up from my computer to a pretty logo. What happened? I'm just fucking... I'm dicking around right now. Backface culling is also really cool. It's such a cool, like, technology that it kind of goes underutilized. Nom nom nom. Like, if you don't know what backface culling means, I'm not presenting this in the, like, the easiest to understand way. The underside of this model, aka back-facing polygons, do not get rendered. They are culled, as in they are not part of the group, right? So if I turn backface culling off, it shows you the back-facing polygons, the polygons that are facing down, essentially. But you can use backface culling to give something like one-sidedness. So that's why it's like excluding parts of the mesh, even though there are parts of the mesh there. It's also what you use for the inverse hull method of outline. This is a very common method in like fighting games because it's super, super quick. If I take this and I do, let me just go to a normal material because then I can show you which way is it. Normals? There's a way to show face orientation. There we go. Wait, why is it not showing it? Oh, I thought there was a way to do that. Oh, whatever. Oh, actually, that's a great... There we go. So if I take this model, right, and I put a black material on this texture, or on this model here. Oh, unless Blender decides to crash during my fucking demo. my demonstration. Real cool, Blender. All right, in the meantime, I was hoping you would bring this up.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once. Ta-da!
Great video. Wait, it's unlisted. Why is it unlisted? Huh? Did you know that this is unlisted? How did you find this? Did you know that this is unlisted? Did you even know? The inverse hull method. Know your meme. If I... Oh, it's for this. Well, here, actually, this is a great example to show. So anything that's red is back-facing, right? So you can see there's red on the underside here because those are back-facing polygons. This is all back-facing. So I take this, I flip it. Now it's not back-facing. It's no longer back-facing. The cube that's inside it is also not back-facing. If I take this, I flip the polygons again. Now all the polygons here are back-facing, which means if I apply this material to it, and I turn on back-face culling, which is in a different spot than it usually is. Back-face culling. There we go. And I make just this material pure black, like so. You can see that it adds a really lightweight, easy to render outline. Look at that. And obviously I didn't do it 100% correct. What you would do is instead of using a principled BSDF, you would do like a flat one. Remove that BSDF. That's even better actually. So there you go. This is one method to do. It's called the inverse hull method. At least that's how I call it. In this case, it's not procedurally done, so I could actually just like move the cube out of here. It would actually do an interesting thing where it does an unbalanced, like not symmetrical outline, which is interesting. You can even do fun shit like, and I want to try and do this with Goku because there is, if I bring the model here, this is actually a perfect demo of something I was going to try and explain. You can see in this part on his chin is round, but the outline is jagged, which means there's some room here to have some fun with the outlines, and especially like varying thickness and whatnot. But if I take this corner, I can like stretch it out, right? I can take this corner and stretch it out. And now it's like, it's got this like cool dynamic, like, whoa, look at that. Coolio? It is pretty coolio. I agree. I fucking love art. I love 3D modeling and animation. I just don't do it. Anyways, where were we? In the game. Head. That's right. I was giving Goku a head. Forgot. How could I possibly forget? Oh. There we go. That was scary. Maybe I'll just do... I'm lazy. I'll just do this way. I'm sure it'll be fine. Have the keybinds been different? No, it's mostly just like if I press, I'm used to like Q, which is the quick favorite menu. I'm used to that having subdivide. I just have forgotten to add that, which I will do right now. Thank you for reminding me. That's really like the only thing so far that I've run into. I'm sure there's going to be some like texture paint stuff that is not set up. Oh, grease pencil is, I'm sure, like completely different. I don't know if you remember, but when we were doing the Kaito animation, Kaito Momota, hold on, slow down, that one, I decided that was like the moment, that's a great moment to upgrade to 2.8 or whatever, and it broke fucking everything. I had to like undo a bunch of work. And I think like, obviously we're 3 versions away of Blender from that. So I'm sure grease pencil is very different now than it was before. Grease punky. What does this look like with the subdivision surface waterfall? You could have not been on 2.x, might have been like 4.x. Was it? I don't even remember. I thought I was on like 2.8. Like an old version of Blender. Subdivision. I mean, he's coming along. I don't love to rely on Subdivision just because it can do like some unexpected things. I saw a custom plugin. This shit was blowing my mind when I saw it. I saw, it was like a plugin that let you do a camera with like mixed orthographic and perspective view. Shit was wild. I don't even know how that's possible. What does that even mean? Also, Yuku Paint. We have to look into Yuku Paint. Because fuck Adobe for eating up Substance Painter. Trying to make a low poly model. Is there any way to lower the poly count on a cylinder? Yes. This is actually perfect that you asked this question while I'm live. If I go into the primitive menu and I add a cylinder, you can see mine's already at 5 polygons because it's just in this menu right here. It might look like this at first. You can expand it with the arrow, and then that lets you do poly count here. And you can do it as a slider. You can do it as a set number. Up to you. Does that make sense? Is that what you were looking for? You can even change, like, I want nothing to fill the top. I want it to be triangles. Thanks so much. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Perfect. Hell yeah. I'll be your Blender guru for today. Please keep your arms and legs in the vehicle at all times. This fucking guy right here. This fucking guy that I hate. Is there any way I can like incorporate this one into the fray maker? Okay, let me try something. Let's get rid of you. Let's merge these two. No, that was a problem from before. Maybe. Okay, what if I did this? Gives me a little bit of extra room to work with vertically. Bring all these down a little bit. Like so. This can come down. This one can come down. By the way, Dream, I don't know if you've encountered this yet, but if you have like volume that you want to maintain, but you still need to move a vertex, you hit G twice. It lets you slide the vertex on an existing line, in case you were not aware. Lets you maintain volume a little bit easier. Like, you see how if I do this, it's changing the shading of the polygons around it? That's because it's affecting the volume. Whereas if I slide it, you see it doesn't do that. Great to know. You should have key overlay on. We figured that out on a previous version. I'll see if I can figure that out again. Preferences, add-ons, key. Was it like a custom one? Key. Oh, internet access. Key overlay. Key ops toolkit. Industry standard tool and shortcut to speed up Blender workflow. Auto key highlight. Highlights the viewport when auto key is enabled. Corrected key overlay. Vertex overlay references overlay. Pure ref for Blender. That's pretty cool. I'll figure this out later. It is a really helpful tool to have, especially because like I'll often forget what key I just pressed. I'll like do something by accident and I'll be like, oh fuck, what did I just do? What key did I just hit? This is also really ugly. God damn it. I like doing retopology, but like I'm really fucking bad at it. Let's just do this. That's the easiest. That's the easiest way. I fear. I remember studying guides to like turn a polygon into 2 polygons and whatnot. I keep pressing Z and choosing an option because I forget to hit G first. Yeah. That doesn't go away. I'm sorry to break it to you. That shit stays with you forever. Doesn't help that my keyboard is busted. Top 10 images to show a topologist to make him fucking kill himself. Or her. Topology is such an interesting concept of a study. Because it's like, I don't know. Always hated doing topology. I like it a lot. I find it very therapeutic. I find it like puzzle. It feels like a puzzle game to me. I really like it. I'm just so bad at it. I also really like retopology. I'm one of those freaking weirdos. Retop. Ew, I know. I like topology from the other perspective. The math part seems fun. I just don't understand, like, what's the application of that? Like, what is that used for? Is topology one of those things that's like, oh, we couldn't have gotten to the moon without topology? Or whatever. I find it very tedious. Well, I find texture art very tedious. How about that? Have you done any 3D in the last little bit, Daylight? Or have you been sticking mostly to the canvas? Studying the blade? All I know is that jeans have 2 holes. What? Jeans have 2 holes. Jeans have 2 holes? Hold on. Wait. Thinking. Inflate, and then take the... Yep. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I had to like visualize it in my head. You like take the jeans. Hold on, let me draw this. You take the jeans, okay? You got a pair of jeans right here. Okay. There's the opening at the top. There's the opening here, and there's the opening here. You inflate that. You inflate the edges of which, and then you have a hole here, and then a hole on the other side, which I will demonstrate with a dotted line, right? And you might think like, oh, that's 3 holes, right? But these are connected like so. Okay. Which means that if we were to bring this up like this vertically and we draw it out, okay, this is the same as this. These two are the same. Okay. If we take this is just like a horizontal slice of it. If we take this becomes the same topologically as this. Okay. This is the same. These two are also the same. Topographically, topologically, whatever. Okay. And then that means that this, if we translate even further, that means that this and this are the same. Right? Which, if we draw this as a sphere, there's a hole, and it connects through to this side, which means you have 2 through holes in a pair of jeans. Am I getting that correct? Am I remembering my Vsauce days correctly? These are the same. I would not have gone that way, but yes. That's how I learned it from a Vsauce video. I saw this in a toothpaste ad. I probably tried doing some zebra sculpts, but I'm a bit rusty, and I hate how they turn around and I abandon them. Aw. You just gotta push through it. You gotta push through that part. You gotta push through the part that's like, I don't like it. Because that part of your brain is wrong and stupid, and you should tell yourself that. God damn, I have a lot of fucking polygons to connect here. Why did I make so many polygons? Okay, you know what? This entire thing does not need to be separate. I'm forgetting that, like, you're not going to see any of this. You're not going to see any of this because this is where his hair is going. So just do this. Merge at center. Shift R. Yeah, that's the shortcut. There we go. Much better. Yeah, was it bugging you before? It was bugging me too. Plus, this is better edge flow or whatever. Okay, and then that means we can take this and kind of go like this to it. Smooth it out a little bit more. See what I mean about it being a puzzle, though? Like, that's what it is. You're just like, you're working on making it flow a little bit better. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad position to put this one in. But I gotta terminate it somehow. So this way it is. What are you working on, Dream? Are you making your robot? You're a robot. Yeah. Are you gonna animate it as well? You got a head? Very nice. Triangles are the hardest to quantify. I don't know if I can rig stuff quite yet, lol. It's not too bad once you get the hang of it. It's definitely like, I learned it in 3ds Max, but Blender does have like a better system and more stable as well. Oh my god, 3ds Max would crash all the fucking time. Where do you find the music you usually use? Says Majwit. Demands Majwit. Like, kind of rudely, actually. He's asking for your dealer. Watch YouTube videos, usually speedruns or GG. True, I am rude. I'm just a rude dude. I'm just a rude kind of dude. Rootin' tootin', rootin' dootin'. Do you think my desperate plea to get people to try Vampire Survivor worked? Oh, I mean for the animations? I assume TikTok. That's just my assumption though. TikTok lol. Hey, fucking nailed it. Fucking yeah. Perfect. What can I do here actually? I can connect these two, but then I'm left with a triangle in a weird spot. But I guess I don't really care all that much. It does fuck with the edge flow a bit, but again, as long as I just don't care, it doesn't really matter. How I learned to give up and just embrace the triangles. Alternatively, I could also just like extend this all the way down, which is also kind of fine. Unless Goku has male pattern baldness, you'll never see it. Ugh, Vegeta. I heard your cancer was strong. Ugh, Kakarot. Yeah, I could also just do this. Equally valid. Okay, that's fine. We'll probably end up like smoothing that out when we do the sculpt. But my plan for the sculpt is to just like kind of go in and move the face around now that we have all this geometry. Yeah. High poly pass is almost done. We just need, or low poly. This is not the high poly. Oh my lord. Just gotta do the hair now. Do I have a flat material that I can look at this on? Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutral. Test. Johnny test. Flashback. Use them like a lab rat. Oh shit, wait, where'd the hair go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I was on the wrong timeline of events. That's perfect. Okay, so let's do his bangs first, I think, maybe, just to make things nice and simple. Okay, how does this fucker's hair work? You have to remember that we're going to be doing this with like flat textures, so I don't have to worry about what it looks like in this workspace all too much, as long as the silhouette is what I want it to be. Tame. That means purpose. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Tilt? Wait, why is it not? It's tilting like the wrong way. What? Are you gonna be using this for animation at all? It would be cool. Would be cool to do that. We will see. We will see what it ends up looking like. I could have sworn there was a way to roll. Control R? Blender, curve, roll, tilt, hotkey. You gotta play Star Fox to do that? Do a barrel roll. Control T? Oh, that makes sense if it's tilt. Yes. What did I just get a notification about? Fuck, I hate that. I hate when it does that. It just like pops up with a notification and then goes away and I didn't see it. Daylight, are you playing a video game or something? What's going on here? Not to call you out. Actually, you don't have to answer that. I know what kind of games you play when you're done work. I'm drawing, actually. What are you drawing? You've inspired me. Yay! Whoa, Odysseus. Alright, we're starting to get into the reason why I find curves to be so hard to work with. Oh, wait. Found it. Working on that kindred drawing I posted a while back in the Discord. Nice. Hey, okay. Okay. Oh, man, but I'm going to have to bring it closer to his face, which means it's going to fuck everything up. Nope, never mind. It's actually perfect. Whoa! Whoa! I am not used to that happening. Let me tell you. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's wild. That's the wild thornberries. Whoa! I'm so used to it failing. I didn't think I would get this far. Maybe more like that. But this one more like... Yeah? No, it's really curved. And still like really far away from his head. Whoop. Okay, that's pretty good. Again, remember you're not going to be like seeing this as this kind of shading. Here, actually, you know what? Fuck it. If that's how I'm going to be like justifying it, let's just put the material on there that it's going to look like. Gonna look more like that, but obviously I'm gonna add some like texture to it as well. Okay, now why can't I make this part look more like it? Actually, we can turn this down a little bit. Oh, that's why that curve was too big. Dang! Dang! Alright, new hair curve. I can also just like duplicate this one and move it over. Moving on over. It's not cheating. It's efficiencies in the workload. Oh my god. Oh my god, Goku. Damn. Who let you have this much swagger? Now, it's not like lining up exactly one-to-one with my sketch here. But I don't know if it like necessarily has to. It's like not a huge deal. His ear is a little far back. Should be fine. I'm gonna do like a cross of the two drawings. Obviously, like this big bang is hiding what could be smaller bangs. He's also got like chops a little bit. Also, here I'll show you what the head is gonna look like actually. At least from here, it'll be like this. Maybe like these as well. Like that. So you don't even see, you can't even like see where the insertion points are. Right? Does that make sense? It's a trick of the render engine, essentially. Okay, back to it. So he's got another one. Oh man, not another one. I'm actually kind of fucking with this hairstyle just as is, as well. Obviously not for Goku, but it's not bad. Okay, we'll make another little curve here. Emphasis on little. This one will be smaller. Put this shit like this. This will be your hair? No. I mean, it would be cool to be able to grow hair like that, or just in general. This is your god. Can you believe that you've been cut short this entire year? Yeah, I mean, you have to remember, like, growing up, I know you guys got, like, introduced to me with my hair long, but, like, growing up, I was always a clean-cut kid. It was really only that couple years that I was growing it out for the first time. I was a very, very clean-cut kid as a kid. I never was, like, buzzed, but, like, I never had the military cut. My brother has a couple times. It's very funny on him. So, it's not like that strange for me. This is just kind of how my normal operates. Okay. Low taper fade life. I could never pull it off. Maybe one day. I definitely feel like I need to lose a bunch of weight for that, though. Or else it would just look ridiculous. Otherwise, it would look great. Definitely. What is the hold up here? What is the trip up happening? What do you think of the curves, Dream? Is that something you'd want to mess with? I use it for wires in a bunch of projects. It's also really good for that. What it's really good for is because it's procedural, it's not like baked in materials. You can use it for wires on parts of bodies that move away from each other. Right? So like let's say you have a wire on a robot that like connects the head. Oh, the Exisal. That's a perfect example. I don't know if I can open the... Let's see. Let me see. I have the project file, I'm pretty sure. But the Exisals, the model that I downloaded... Documents. Danganronpa. Fuck, it was the last one? No, when was it? When was the Exisal in? The garden. Where's the garden? That's the one. The garden. Where's the garden? Where's the garden? Where's the boiler? Clipping the stream for educational purposes? Go for it. Oh wait, I didn't even use the Exisal in the animation. I forgot about that. I didn't even fucking use it. I rigged it and everything, and then I didn't use it. April 26th, 0426. Oh yeah. I forgot about that too. Okay, will this just open, or is it gonna fuck everything up? Please, 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 please. Okay. That's open at least. Oh, although now that I'm in here, I'm remembering the Exisal didn't work this way. So this is maybe a bad example. But like I can show you what, in essence, I'm talking about. Okay, so you see how the Exisal has like cables coming off of it like this? This is baked geometry. Oh, also, this is using the inverse Hull method that I told you about. It looks really good. God damn. Fuck, this model looks awesome. Should I have Goku fight it? Oh, that would be sick. Okay, I gotta remember that. Sorry, I'm distracted. This is baked geometry. So it's like someone... I don't know if they started with it being a curve or something, but it is geometry there that you can go in and modify. But pretend that it's not... you see how when I move it, like so, it's not moving the whole thing. It's just moving this part and then like slowly, there's like a bit of fall off with the motion. It's the same with the tail. This one was fucking difficult to do. But do you see how it's like doing that? It's not moving the entire cable. It's just moving the part that it's connected to. That's something that curves are really, really useful for. Because they do that procedurally. You don't even have to do like weight painting and stuff. Like you don't have to do manual fall off. This one was hard to do, I remember. Yeah, do you see how it still kind of looks a little flat when it does that? If it was a curve, it would look better. Because it'd be essentially like recalculating it on the fly. I've definitely used it. When did I use it? Did the gun have it? When did I use that? YouTube.com/AaronG is me. Hey Zoe, thanks for dropping by. Sorry I got so distracted. including right now. When did I use a cable in this way? I remember doing it like really vividly. Was it this? No, there's no cable attached to the thing. Was it... Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I feel like I got my point across. And now I can use that model. This is all I got in me? That looks awesome. That looks awesome. I feel like you are... Like, if you were to do like flat lighting, you would immediately be like, oh, that's way more interesting. Oh, you want to know something that I like to do? First step. Do you see how I have in my fully rendered view? Like I go to rendered. If you go to yours, it's not going to look like this because I like to put filmic transparent on. So if you go to the render tab, you go to the film drop down and you hit transparent. Not only do I think it look better, in my opinion, I think it looks better. But when you render it, it will actually render it with transparency. So you can use that like in other pictures and stuff. So that's how I typically will keep my background like that. But another thing you can do, if you go down to this, if you go to the shading tab and you switch it from object to world, and you turn up this, like if you change it from gray to a lighter color, that might also help it look a little bit better. Just because like gray is a little overwhelming. Or turn it all the way down. Fuck it. Do whatever you want. It's a little overpowering. Actually, one of the easiest ways... Thank you. One of the easiest ways to make a model look incredible... Like, watch this. Watch this. If I go to HDRI Haven... If I go to Poly Haven and I go to this HDRIs tab... This is like elite ball knowledge for the record. If I go to like, let's grab this one, right? This outdoor HDRI, which is just a high dynamic range image captured 360 degrees that gives you lighting information. If I download this, right? I'm downloading this .exr file. If I take that .exr file, once it's done downloading, okay? Go to my downloads, get the .exr file. If I go back into that shading tab, into the world tab, instead of color being gray, we're going to drop in this color, blah, 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 this .exr, drag that in here. You'll see immediately it changed the lighting of the scene, right? It immediately changed the lighting of the scene. You can also like fuck around with, I don't know, like the exact settings of this model, but you can even turn it on so that like it's part of the render and whatnot. If I go back into film transparent, there's a way to do this. I can't remember. Does this do this for the render? No, it doesn't. Okay, anyways. It's like very quickly getting some more advanced like lighting information. It makes it look more interesting. You can also fuck around with like the color spaces. sRGB is fun. Yeah, you can go through all of these. And I don't even think this is the proper way to do it. Does that make sense? Which one was this by default? I can't even remember. think so? You can even add in like rotation. You can like rotate the or at least you're supposed to be able to. Oh, because it's not a UV. Anyways. Okay, so now we have another curve. Where's my pure F? There we go. We have another curve going up, above, like so. We also have to, I have to keep in mind that I want to do like angles to this shit. I don't want it to be flat. So I also have to do like something like that. Like I want his curve to be like coming forward like this. Or do I? Do I want it to be going back? I can't remember what I wanted. I think it was coming forward is what I initially wanted, and then the back spikes are coming out like that. I need to bring them closer, I think, actually. What do most 3D Gokus do? Goku 3D. This is a fun one. It's very purple. Okay. So that's that. Okay, I think maybe what I want to do is this back here going like so. Like forward. There's a way to like do custom fall off, but I can't remember. Custom like tapering. Okay. And like I said, the great thing about doing it this way is because it's like procedural. If I wanted to be like super, super high effort, watch this. I could take this and just like yoink, yoink, yoink. Subdivide it like crazy. And then just take a bunch of these at random or so. Or not at random, but just like this. Okay. And just be like, hey, I want to add some like texture to this. I want to make it look like actual strands of hair. And just go like that. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Like it's procedural, so it's not destructive to the workflow. And if I'm like, I don't really like that, all gone. You know what I mean? Non-destructive workflows, they're pretty cool. Okay, so now we do, I guess we'll do this one. It's a long one. I think maybe shorten it by like putting it more towards the back. It's got to be behind his ear as well. Oh man, Goku hair in 3D space is fucking difficult, as it turns out. Hey, what's up, Gab? Oh, excuse me. How you doing? What is happening right now? Why is it doing this? There we go. I think that's better. Gab, can you tell what I'm working on? I could tell you're like modeling Goku. Yeah. That is correct. Gold star, my friend. I'm in Blender too, to be honest. I'm not doing stuff there. What the fuck? Why is this over here? That was really weird. It's a weird spot for that. You're in Blender too, but you're not working on stuff. Wait, what is this? Which curve is doing this? Okay. All right. Again, I'm just gonna like finish the block out and then probably call that there. Oh. Still a fair chunk left to do. Curves can get so fucking confusing. I want it to be like showing from the back, but like low key. How am I gonna do that? I feel like that's gonna have to be a case-by-case basis thing. Because if I do it from the back, this is the longest fucking hair curl on the planet. Right? Because it like makes sense from this side, and it makes sense from... Well, it doesn't really make sense from this side either. Okay, actually kind of cooking with something? Huh. Okay, I don't fucking despise that, which is good. It's a good sign. Let's see where this goes. And I know we went through all that effort to do the head, but I think if I even do like something like that, might even be smarter. Maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. We'll see. I can maybe bring this more forward, which means this can go more back. Okay. So, I mean, that's the hair. There's still some work to be done, obviously. I think silhouette is getting there, though. What do you guys think? Obviously, when we add, like, the shading, it's going to be better. I think he's coming along. I think he's coming along. Oh, I did miss. I did say I was going to add a curve here. Oh, I mean, we still have a lot of work to do in regards to it looking like a fucking Roblox model. Before I go, let me just add... Let's see what this looks like. Mirror with this guy. Okay, and then maybe like and then maybe like okay, and then maybe like okay, it's coming. It's coming. There's still obviously lots more to do. But it's coming. Wait, why is this not mirroring? Huh? Oh, since when was this not centered? There we go. That's what I wanted. Hey, look at him. Actually, I kind of like that a little bit more as well. All right, what do we want this to have in the picture? Do we want this to have outline? Do we want this to have cavity? No. I think just as is for now, because again, we're still working on it. Oh, and then the 3D cursor is this one. No, it's not. 3D cursor? That one. Okay, so we have the hair. It's not perfect. There's still some work to do, but, you know, it's coming along. Sorry, I just wanted multiple angles. All right, well, that'll be a good spot to leave it off, I guess. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Whoops. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey. You know, not a lot of work, but we got some good work done today. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next time I go live. Probably won't be tomorrow. Definitely won't be Saturday, but maybe Sunday. You guys have been great. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.